Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. How is everyone? I just got here and sat down, so I haven't read any of the comments yet. I am busy taking my kids to school in between the time classes end, and I do this live stream. Yes, I'm skimming the chat, and I will be reading the GoGoKid weekly report first, because yes, there is a lot of juicy things in that, and I just dropped my weekly report. All right, so how's everyone's classes? I just want to say, ladies, you know how sometimes when it's your time of the month and you probably get like a little bit in a bad mood and stiffy with your husband? Well, it will all come back to bite you when you have a teenager. Karma is a bee. Believe me. Yes, when I let her out of the car for school, I was like, bye, Felicia. So yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys and hopefully get in a better mood now. All right. So anyways, a lot is going on that I'm talking about today. Both weekly reports, which GoGoKid, whoa. I have not read the comments on the GoGoKid weekly report because I was in a hurry, but I would have loved to. Anyone who did read the comments, tell me what people are saying. I'm going to talk about the new level 5, the increase in feedback Panda, and let's see. Oh, and taking time off. The holidays are coming. All right, so let's get started with the GoGoKid weekly report. Juicy, lots going on. All right, Christmas is coming. They're offering a Christmas bonus, $12 extra for 16 to 20 PPT and $21 or more for 20. You guys have told me that you don't want me to go in details. Anyway, teaching curriculum will be updated soon. So GoGoKid will be updating their curriculum very, very soon. All right, so changes for pay rate for trial no-show, teacher cancellation, and IT. Now, they don't say whether you'll be getting more or less. They just said the pay is going to change. So we have no idea. Are you getting more pay? Are you getting less pay? They're very vague. I have no idea. More or less? Who knows? Let's see. Credit score incentive changed to daily basis. All right, so this is good. The credit score now is no longer going to be what you had on the last day of the month. So in the past, whatever your credit score for GoGoKid was on the last day of the month, the whole next month, that's what your pay rate would be. So I know I've seen and heard a lot of people say this. People would just not teach the last 2-3 months of the last 2-3 days of the month. They would just go teach it VIPKID if they, or their other company, whatever that was. So yeah, I assume they were lacking in teachers in the last 2-3 days of the month, almost every month. So I'm glad that they have decided to change this. Okay, so there's a new application, a new teaching curriculum. They don't say, okay, so there's new things coming in the contract, but they don't say what they are. Very vague. The GoGoKid report is very vague. So the next time you sign your contract, everything is changing, but they don't say what's changing. I have no idea. Okay, the payment section in the GoGoKid portal, beginning on the effective date, okay, so basically you're going to get to see your pay. Looks like every single day, like you do at VIPKID. So GoGoKid and VIPKID are a lot alike. That's why, for me, they're a great backup company for VIPKID. But they're a new company. They're still working out the kinks from being a new company. And yeah, so one of the downsides was you would have to wait 5 days for the payment portal to update. So now, just like VIPKID, you will be able to see it. If you taught that day, you'll be able to see your pay later that day. All right, And soon they're having class playback available, just like VIPKID does. You can watch your classes. You can see, you know, the playback, which is awesome. Again, they're trying to catch up to VIPKID. All right. New supplementary classes are coming. So they've got pronunciation, and the other one is vocabulary. Pronunciation, vocabulary. The second half of December, you'll be able to start doing the quiz and getting certified. So I think parents can start booking on the 27th, so right after Christmas. And the training video is available December 4th. That's tomorrow. Okay, and basically, I'm trying to get you guys the right dates. Anyways, I think on the 27th, they can start booking. Sounds like the classes start happening right around Chinese New Year, so could be good or bad. I mean, bookings are going to be down no matter what around Chinese New Year. Maybe having that supplemental certification could help you get a few bookings, but then there's not going to be a lot of parents wanting to try new things, you know, so yeah. It'll right around Chinese New Year, which this year is earlier than last year. I think it's January 25th. All right. Oh, Kim, you did a video on this. Wait till you hear this, guys. Project classes are retiring. Yes. I actually never taught one of these, but I've heard so many things about them. So basically, they were supposed to be like the VIPKID assessments, except the kid would work on a project in class, and they were supposed to spend the whole time doing the project in class. Now, you were supposed to keep the kids talking, like the whole class, talking, because you can't have silence while they were doing the project. But a lot of the feedback I heard was that, you know, if kids are drawing or they're making something, they don't want to talk, they want to concentrate on what they're doing, and then you're sitting there. But VIPKID, we're talking about GoGoKid, and the parents want the kids talking. So it was really hard to balance getting them to do the project. I'm guessing there was a lot of complaints on the parent side and the teacher side, so they decided to get rid of it. Yeah, so those are retiring. Class pacing reminder. They had a lot of complaints, apparently. Class are 25 minutes. So the complaints that they are getting from parents of GoGoKid are the required lesson was finished hurriedly at the end, with a comparatively long time being left. During this period, teachers quit the class in advance or played irrelevant games and videos. So if you finish early, they want you to extend or play a game that has to do with the lesson, and they don't want you to rush at the end. So that's probably hard if you're a new teacher. I feel like pacing comes with just experience. So if it's your first time teaching a class, I even find within VIPKID, if I get certified for a new level or the levels change, it takes me a few classes before I can get the rhythm and the pacing back. Okay, so let's see. What else? Okay, I think that is it for GoGoKid. Yeah, so what are your thoughts? Payments are changing. We have no idea what they're changing to. Yeah, the contract's changing. We have no idea what the contract is. Let me skim through and you guys have been chatty, but I will read all caps. If anyone is new, the way I know you're talking to me as opposed to each other is the all caps, because lots of people talk to each other in the chat, which is fine. That's part of the fun of it. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. All right, let's see. There is just a lot of chatter in the beginning, and let's see. Sassy Kelly, a lot of people dropping feedback. Panda, I'll get to that after both weekly reports. They have assessments too. They said that they were just going to replace it with regular content. So I don't know if they are having assessments. I really wish that would happen with VIPKID since the change with the ministry education. Okay, I'm not sure what you were referring to. Pacing takes time. Heather says, I can guarantee it will behoove GoGoKid and not the teachers. Okay. All right. If you have any more thoughts about the GoGoKid weekly report, let me know. I will get to the VIPKid weekly report, not as juicy, very basic. The VIPKid weekly report, class feedback. Oh, sorry. Let's first start with Journey. Okay, so if you didn't get a chance to go to Journey, which I did, so did Kim. I hear Cassie did, but I didn't know her then. So they're having video sessions of some of the workshops on the portal. So if you didn't get to be there, you can watch them on video. Okay, let's see. And then class feedback, the mobile and iPad. Now you can do feedback on your fingers on the iPad. All right, Cindy, I'm sure you're happy about this. All right, the online Cyber Monday store, that's happening now. They're having big discounts up to 60% off. I have to say that I looked on the online store and they didn't really have anything good. They had the dog dino for 60% off, but then it was $5 shipping. And I don't really want the dog dino that bad. So after the $5 shipping, I was like, nah. The Panda was not 60% off, or I definitely would have bought it. Hello, Tim. You just joined us. Tim, you missed the GoGoKid weekly report. You'll have to go back and watch. A lot of juiciness in that today. Now I'm on VIPKid. Okay. Let's see. We want to know more about you. There's a survey so you can fill out for VIPKid. And they're reminding you that Chinese New Year starts on the 25th. They're doing a March Madness, but it's not basketball. It's VIPKid. The New Year's coming January 25th. So it'll be after we're just getting back from Christmas and wanting classes. So anyway, the second Monday Madness, Lunar New Year. There's a t-shirt designing contest. So this year is the year of the rat. So they're having a t-shirt designing contest if you would like to design the rat and put in a contest to get your design on a shirt. Anniversary referral campaign winners announced. Okay, so this was for winning the iPad. Actually, I didn't know this till I read if I would have known it was this easy, I would have tried harder. You didn't have to have your referral go through to get this iPad. You only had to have them sign up the basic information. I have a lot of people do that. I would have worked harder if I knew that's all you had to do. I thought they actually had to teach a class. All right, VIPKid meetups are coming. You could check the report yourself for specifics about your meetup. I actually have one coming this Sunday that I plan to go to. I have to get a gift for it. All right, trending topics at VIPKid. Some teachers incorrectly received emails about a background check. The alarm function on the mobile app not turning off. What if I'm a teacher and impacted by a winter storm or natural disaster? That is it. Not much. The VIPKid report seemed really uneventful after reading the GoGoKid weekly report. Let's see. Did you see the 6 Apple Club got rid of the discount for Staples? Yeah. Oh, I did see that. I haven't even gotten a 6 Apple card yet. I wonder if they will replace it with someone else. Has anyone heard? Okay. Wow, I have to leave for work soon. I'll watch the playback. Oh, okay, Danny. Bye, Danny. See you later. The alarm can be a pain. All right, thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Yes. Usually for me, it only alarms when I have a short notice, and usually I'm in the middle of class. So it doesn't go off, but I can feel my watch vibrating and my phone going off. So yeah. All right, so what do you guys think of all of that? Excuse me for 1 second. All right, and I'm also going to talk about level 5, the feedback Panda increase. Okay, let's talk about Panda first because it seems like everybody wants to talk about that. All right, so Feedback Panda is raising their rates from $10 a month to $15 a month, starting in January. Now, if you pay by the year, you can lock in their old rates through the end of December, which I've already done. I went ahead just yesterday and clicked on the yearly pay. So with the yearly pay, I'm only paying like $9.60 16 cents a class per month, per month. I didn't pay for the yearly plan before because I was like, oh, it's only, 85 cents that you save. And what if I'm not doing online teaching in a year? But getting it for $9.16 a month is better than $15 a month. I like Feedback Panda. They have a great product. And I've said many times, it is not just about the feedback to me. If they didn't even have feedback templates, I would still use them. It is a student tracker system. It literally keeps track of all your students. And yes, at VIPKid, there's a place to write notes. Literally everything's in one spot. Every feedback you've ever sent to that kid, every 5 Apple review, every reward you've ever done, all in one place. They also have stats, like they keep track of how many times that you've taught the kid, whether it was a supplemental class or a regular core class, for all the time you've been at Feedback Panda, not just the last 6 months like VIPKid used to do. So I love it for that reason. I do like the templates too, and I use it for that. So I hope it doesn't keep going up. Anyways, I've locked in my $9.16 a month rate, at least for the next year. Maybe it would have been nicer if they would have gone up maybe $1 a year. That would be more reasonable to people than suddenly a $5 jump. They sent out a few months ago, they got bought out. So it seems like Danielle and her husband no longer own it. They got bought out by a bigger company. So now they have a bigger company owning it and using it. They're implementing tech support and adding some more things. So they're just becoming a bigger company, it seems like. So anyways, nobody likes when something increases for the money, but I'm going to keep using them at least the next year. I locked in the rate. Oh, yes, that is a good thing, Tim. Tim said, did you see the increased referral for Panda? You only have to refer 2 to get a free month. Yes, that's awesome. So before, if you referred 3 teachers to Feedback Panda, you got a free month. I've gotten 1 free month so far. Now you only have to refer 2 because I've gotten 1 teacher towards a free month. So now all I need is 1 more instead of 2 more. I'll tell you guys my secret. The way that I get Feedback Panda referrals, and I find that this works the best, is if you are reading the Facebook pages on VIPKid or GoGoKid, and anybody says something about feedback, how do you do feedback for a lot of people, or either feedback or how do you keep track of your students, especially at GoGoKid? They don't have teacher-to-teacher feedback. You put your link in, copy and paste your link. And every time I do that, I get people sign up. Now, not everybody that signs up for the free trial signs up to pay, and I only get a free month when they sign up to pay. But that's how I get most of the referrals that I get. Just search the Facebook pages and drop your link in when people ask. Marianne, you're thinking of signing up? All right. Well, I have a link for you if you would like to. Heather said, I'm cheap. Google Slides were there. I would be cheating my own system. Okay. I would be creating my own system. Oh, okay. I feel like time is money, and the amount of time it saves me literally probably is more than $10 a month. I saw a Facebook post recently of someone who was spending hours doing feedback. That's time you're not even getting paid for. Okay. Hello, Janie. I don't think I saw you earlier. I use the Google Slides feedback too. Might move to Panda when I have more time in with VIPKid. The Google Slides are easy. All right. Well, I definitely have a link if you guys want it, but I don't compete with my friends. Some of my friends who are in the chat also have links. So no hard feelings. Just use one of our links. And also, they give a discount. Are they still doing that? Does anyone know? They give a discount if you use someone's link too. So usually if you use a referral code, the person being the referrer gets a benefit, but they give you a discount if you use a referral code too. Yeah, I know. Crazy to spend hours on feedback. And I think this person even had Panda too. It's somebody on one of the Facebook groups. Oh, thank you, Tim. I should have had like a link ready. Hold on. I'll get my link up and I'll put it in the chat in a minute. Okay, also a lot of videos about, yeah, there is a lot of videos about Feedback Panda on YouTube. I have one just giving my opinion. A lot of people will, you know, have like how to use it. Tim has one comparing Feedback Panda to, what's the other one? You do it, there's another feedback thing you were comparing it to. I don't remember. Danny has one, actually how to use one. Yes. Have you thought about putting your Panda link in your YouTube description? Great idea. I will also, when I get a chance to edit this video, I'll put it in the description box. In a minute, I'll put it, blah, blah comments. Okay. From what I understand from your Tim's video and other people, blah, blah comments has a lot of feedback templates, but doesn't keep track of your students the way that Feedback Panda keeps track of your students. Am I right, Tim? Okay, and let's see. Okay, level 5. Who teaches level 5? What do you think of the new slides? Not everybody here teaches level 5, so I may lose some of my audience, but bear with me. We can all just chat. So anyways, I have taught a few of the level 5s. I've not taught a lot. I used to have a regular in level 5. I haven't seen him in a while. Blah, blah works well for iTutor, though. Okay, what makes it work better than Panda for iTutor? Actually, Kim, if you want a video idea, you get a free month with Panda. So you could do a free month with Panda just to compare and then do a video on blah, blah comments, Feedback Panda for iTutor group. Okay, Heather's still waiting for level 4 advanced. Marianne, I think you just started teaching 4 and 5, right? Magic Ears was their main customer base, and now they have voice feedback, so they're struggling, I think. Whose Magic Ears was Panda or blah, blah comments, the main feedback? Okay, sorry if I seem distracted. I'm trying to also get up my Panda link. Lori teaches level 5. Okay, so I'm going to give just my initial reactions. I've only taught a few of them. I haven't taught a lot. Like I'll update my opinion maybe in a week or two if I've gotten to do more. Mariana's basic level 5. That means she's still in the 5 class probation period. I'm not a fan with some of the slides in regards to the project. Okay, they aren't that many level 5 students, are there? I don't know. I mean, I had regulars for a while. I had one specific. I get level 5 sometimes. Excuse me. Okay, so I always preview the slides the night before. So when I first saw level 5, I was so excited. I chat with some ladies on Facebook, and I think the night before I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait. So if anyone teaches level 7, they are very, very, very similar to the level 7 format. In level 7, it leads way to a lot more conversation and talking, which I absolutely love. I love doing conversation with the kids. And here you go. I'm going to drop my link for Panda right now if anyone would like Feedback Panda. Heather says, sorry, I'm typing fast, trying to keep up with your comments. Okay, yeah. So I absolutely love level 7. I love the conversation. I love the way it's not a lot of reading. It's a lot of questions and conversation. So I looked over my level 5 slides and I was like, this is going to be so awesome. So much more conversation. I'm going to love this. Less reading. Well, the very first level 5 kid that I had, I've had this kid before. I'd call him a semi-regular. Was a kid that doesn't talk. So you do level 5 that involves a lot of conversation, and that is painful if you have a kid that doesn't talk. Actually, and I remember this child, the very first time I had this kid was a free talk class, and my teacher-to-teacher feedback was like, free talks are usually wonderful, but this was a hard class with a child that doesn't talk. So my first free talk class with him, the only way to get him to talk, and this is not how I normally conduct free talk, is I had to write the target sentences in the chat and just have him read the target sentences. That's how little this kid talks. So you're doing a lesson all about conversation with a kid who doesn't like to conversate. So I'm asking him questions like, what do you think about da 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 da? I don't know. I ask him another question. Yes, no, maybe. All right, so a class with that format with a kid who doesn't like to talk is not easy, not good. So here's the downside. Level 5 is not good if you have a kid who doesn't like to talk. With that kind of kid, I'd like to go back to just the old slides where you're just reading. So another issue that I had that I didn't think about till later was, so it is more conversation like level 7, but the level 5 kids do not have the vocabulary of the level 7 kids. So there was a word, the word was information. My kids circled the word and said, what is that? So then you have to explain, you know, with level 7, they can just tell you. So that's another downside. And just like level 7, they start introducing the project in level 5. Well, we do that for all classes, but usually you say all the options in level 5. Well, they break it out. Like option 1, correct me if I'm wrong. I think option 1 starts in lesson 5 or 6. It's like, and then they tell you option 2 in the next lecture and option 3. So you're going through all 3 options, but you're breaking it up by class. And I saw a few of you say that's not really necessary. Yeah, it is kind of, it works for level 7 because in level 7, they're giving a speech and kind of breaking it up by the lesson. You're like getting them to discuss and really think about their speech and what they're going to say. But level 5 is just project like all the other lessons. I don't know if it's necessary to have one option in each class. The way it was before was fine. Heather said too redundant and boring. Yeah. So yeah, with the kid who wouldn't talk, when I got to the end, they have like, these are the things you learned. I just had him read like every single word because I just needed to fill time. But the downside is if you have a kid that likes to talk and you're having these conversations, the pacing can go like it's hard to get through all the slides. So like I said, when you start a new level, you start a new company, you have to get the pacing down. So I feel like with the level 5 slides being new, even though the content's still similar to the old level 5, I feel like I'm still trying to get the pacing down, you know? So I had a different kid who would give me really long answers, but like she would drone on the same thing. I don't like to like cut off mid-sentence, but I got to find a way to politely interrupt her if I have her again, because, you know, it wasn't like she was saying more and more things. She would just repeat herself or give a really long answer. So yeah, the conversation can go either way. The downside with the old classes, it was a lot of reading and you didn't always have time for conversation. I like conversation. That's why I thought I would love this class. But yeah, there's advantages and disadvantages. I like asking their opinion. I like trying to get them to think about, put yourself in Martin Luther King's shoes, you know, or why do you think they were boycotting the bus? Why do you think this happened? So I haven't taught very many lessons yet. Has anyone taught the bug lesson? Can you tell me if they got rid of bat droppings as a vocabulary word? Because that would be an awesome change if they got rid of that. Or if they got rid of the whole bug, you know, bug unit, or at least get rid of the bed bugs and the mosquitoes. Nobody wants to learn about that. Marianne said, I love my level 5 class. It went by so fast, especially after mostly level 1. Yeah, I teach 1 through 7. Level 1 and 2 take a lot of energy out of you. I usually at the most ever teach like 2 level 1s in a day. Like I have 1 or 2. So I couldn't imagine Marianne, and Marianne teaches a lot of classes, you guys. Like, well, now with the time change, I teach 6 a day. I used to teach 10 a day. Yeah, I couldn't imagine if having all level 1s. I think my face would hurt from smiling. It's a lot less talking with the upper levels. You have them read a lot more, things like that. Heather said bed bugs and mosquitoes. Is that a common problem in China? I don't know, but they do a whole bug unit. And you're studying all about the bug and the different body parts, but nobody wants to know about the bed bugs and the mosquitoes, you know. So we have to learn about that. I literally have kids sometimes who draw, cross it off on the screen. They don't like it either. Yeah. So anyone else have thoughts on level 5? But some of level 5 is awesome, Heather. I just don't like that whole bug unit. I don't like teaching bat droppings as a vocabulary word. All right. But I like, like the history unit. And, one thing I've been thought for a long time, does it confuse students if they're teaching about Harriet Tubman and Martin Luther King all in the same unit? I mean, I know why they're doing that. I think they're trying to get two African Americans in history who made an impact, but like they're both from different time periods in history. So I think that part can confuse students sometimes. I have a level 3 who would scream she hates bugs. Yeah. I literally have kids who don't even like the unit, but we have to teach it. All right. So another thing I wanted to talk about today is taking time off. We are coming up on Christmas. You guys, I don't know why I have such a hard time taking time off. I have such a hard time doing it. Anybody else? I feel like priority booking requests are a blessing and a curse. I feel like I could argue for or against them equally. Like if I was on the debate team and you told me to pick a side, either side I picked, I could argue just as passionately for or against them. I mean, the good things are if you work with 2 companies, your regulars can get on your schedule before everybody else. Maybe you go ahead and open sometimes you wouldn't have because you want to please a student who gives you 5 Apple reviews a lot. Christmas and including my feedback. Okay. Excuse me. So what I decided to do, Kim and I took off for Journey, and I, didn't accept any of those priority booking requests. You know how they start sending them for you 2 weeks later. So I decided 2 Sundays from then I was going to take off because I didn't have to worry about the pressure of the priority booking request because I already wasn't teaching that day. So you'll never guess what I did. When I submitted my sub things, I gave them like 2 slots a day. But then for the day off, that Sunday I gave them like the last 2 slots of the day, which they ended up accepting. Then I said, well, I don't get a lot of bookings at GoGoKid because it's my secondary company. So I'll give GoGoKid the 2 PPT slots before the sub slots I was doing at VIPKID, which ended up booking. Well, they ended up being trial no-shows, so it wasn't even worth it. So there, I didn't take that day off that I was supposed to. Okay, tomorrow is my birthday. I was supposed to take my birthday off. You'll never guess what I did. Those who talk to me on Facebook know this. I accepted a priority booking request from what I thought was my longtime regular Sophia that leaves me 5 apples after every class. After accepting the request, it was some Sophia I've only had 4 classes with and has never left me 5 apples. So I'm teaching. Okay, here's the bright side. I have to think of a bright side to make myself feel better. At least the 1 class I'm teaching tomorrow is a PPT slot that'll count towards my raise. Okay. So thank you guys. I see a lot of happy birthdays. Thank you. So yeah, I'm doing that tomorrow. But another bright side is the time that I have to get up to teach this class is the time I have to get up to wake my kids up anyway. So I still do get to sleep in. I probably will be a little more casual. Like I'll just put my hair back and just jump on or something. Heather's is the 14th. Well, happy birthday. Well, Heather, I'll say happy birthday closer to the time. What am I doing? And Evelyn said it in Spanish. Good. Our family is going to probably go out to dinner after work and school tomorrow. So, and then my parents, I think, are going to take me out to dinner this weekend. I really wanted to see a show, you guys, a Chinese show called Shen Yan. It's beautiful with lots of colors, but they said no cancellations. And it's right in January during the peak of our snow season. And I'm one of those people that never drives in the snow ever. So then I was afraid to buy tickets because of that. Anyways, that was another thing I was going to do for my birthday. That was going to be my birthday gift from my husband. So anyways, the one Sunday that I didn't take off, I decided 2 Sundays from them. I worked this past Sunday. So this Sunday I have off. I'm not going to submit sub slots. I'm not going to open at GoGoKid. I'm going to take a day off. I need a day off at least once every other week, twice a week. I've been working 7 days a week unless I'm on vacation or I have something going on for almost the past year. And I've been saying for a long time, I need to take a day off. I really do. Because it's early at the time we get up and it gets weary. Like I'm tired. For the most part, I just go to bed early and I can do this schedule. But the hardest part is you're on a different schedule from the rest of the world. People want you to do things. You're exhausted. They don't understand why when you hear your children's whatever activity is you have to pick them up for is so late, why that's a big deal to you. It's only 8 o'clock. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. I'm like barely awake. Yeah. It's supposed to be very good. It looks good from the video and the preview. I'm just really afraid of, that cancellation because I'm not driving in the snow. It's like probably about an hour away, maybe a little less. Yeah. Vacation. What's that, Heather? I know I don't do it very often. The only thing that forces me not to teach when I go on vacation is the fact that the places I go on vacation don't have good internet. So I don't want to risk an IT. I usually go to my in-laws' house. They live in the middle of nowhere. Their internet never works. At the beach house we go to, the internet is always cutting out, like so bad. My kids are complaining about it. So I'm like, there's no way I'm going to China. But okay, so I am taking off Christmas Day. Like that is set in stone. I'm going to Christmas Eve. I'm either going to take it off or just work the PPT times. Okay, so my goal would be when my in-laws come and stay with me, maybe that whole week, just working the PPT slots at VIPKID, just those 4 slots. I say that now, but I'm afraid the priority booking requests, especially for my regulars, I might give in to. I don't know if Cassie's watching, but I could relate when you were saying about how you have trouble saying no to the priority booking requests. It's hard. Yes, Amanda said, it's difficult. My boyfriend is a night owl, so I love when he is on first shift, but swing shift is awful. I get so tired. I know. Put it in your feedback, yes. And I have done that before for previous vacations. I start telling them ahead of time. Actually, I should start telling them now. We're like 3 weeks away from Christmas. I still have 4 feedbacks to write. I will create a smart sentence in Feedback Panda. That's another thing Feedback Panda have. You can create smart sentences. Click. I have one for thank you for booking a class. Click. Thank you for the 5 apples. Marianne said, I will probably work the holidays, but cut back due to my daughter's visiting. Are you working on Christmas Day, Marianne? Marianne's children are adults, so maybe you don't have that like super early, let's under the tree thing, or maybe they still sleep in. Online teacher dude, Tim, I'm doing a video on taking time off tomorrow. Actually, I'll include some of these tips. Okay, thank you, Tim. I need to watch your video because obviously I have a problem. Okay, that's okay, Amanda. I'll try to find what you said. Oh, okay. That's probably the one I just read. I still see them sometimes. Kim, work. Kim, are you working on Christmas Day? Because especially your kids are still pretty young. So you might, Christmas Day, I draw the line. But last year I worked even Christmas Eve, the day after Christmas, like normal hours. Yes, I was tired. We go away for New Year's, so I took that off. But yeah, so I don't think I would work New Year's Day though, even if I was here. So yeah, do you guys have the same problems as me? It's so hard to say no to those priority booking requests. Cindy's going to do all the other days. Normal hours or cut back the hours? Kim, yep, Christmas Day. I did it last year. Wow. Normal hours or scaled back hours? I must go, but you are lovely, Kelly. Have a great birthday. Thank you, Heather. I'm going to end soon. For once, I wasn't rushed like the last 2 times I've done lines. I could actually take time to talk to you. 1 vet class booked for today and tomorrow. Well, Evelyn, you are pregnant, so maybe you just need the rest. Lori, I'm working Christmas normal hours. Okay. Amanda, 3 cancellations for tomorrow. Sorry about Emily. Scaled back hours for Christmas. Okay. I do more hours during my vacation. All right. Have you ever had problems like an IT issue when you're on vacation, Cindy? Or see, that's my biggest fear about working on vacation is you don't know the internet of the place you go. It's hard for me to say no to money. Exactly, Lori. That's my problem. That's why like the past year, I've hardly had a day off. Okay, starting this Sunday, at least every other Sunday, I'm going to take off on a consistent basis. And then we'll all be forced to work less next month when it's Chinese New Year. So it is what it is. But yeah, that is all the topics I had for today. Your internet's fine. Do you have to do anything extra or special? Because I hear about people, you know, talking to the hotel and getting a special conference room or paying for, you know, the higher internet speed or something. I had an increase in bookings for Chinese New Year. Wow, you mean last year? Wow, that's incredible because I definitely was very low last year. Crossing my fingers, I get lots of bookings during that time. Yeah, so wow, that's incredible, Lori, because my bookings were way down. I'm thinking of picking up other jobs, maybe subbing in my local school system during that time or something. I want to go to Jamaica. Me too. Where did that come from? Probably the level 1. How much do you see bookings drop during Chinese New Year percentage-wise? Okay, well, Heather, on the actual day of Chinese New Year, I had 0 bookings, 0, and left them open short notice. I would say that week, they're pretty low. You'll have a lot of holes in your schedule will look like cottage cheese. The whole month, bookings will be slightly down for sure. Evenings are available. Okay, so a lot of people get more bookings by doing evenings. I can't do evenings and then try to do it in the morning. I would have to completely turn around my schedule, but then I would have to turn it back when they got back on schedule. So, but if those of you who like to do evenings is a way to counteract the lower bookings. I think I'll beat your record Friday. My slots are filling up. Okay, so you guys, Marianne, so my record last year when I was a newbie trying to get bookings, and I've told you guys before, when I was new, I started working overnights. I had 2 weeks of full overnight. So I had one specific night where I had 20 classes in a row and they all showed up. So my record of how many I've taught in a row with no shows. So Marianne, they all have to show up. And no, holes in my slot is 20. So Marianne found this out and now she's trying to beat my record. She opened up all her slots Friday just so that she could beat it. And if she beats my record, unless one of you beat her, she's going to keep it because I'm not working overnights anymore. Kim, between 3 companies, I should get more bookings. Oh, right. She does iTutor Group, which is not only in China, so she gets bookings from them during Chinese New Year. I'm beating my record too. I know, Lori, isn't it insane? I don't know why Marianne won. She is going to try. Yeah, but I did I did overnights for 2 weeks just to establish myself when I was new. And then after that, I had consistent bookings, but I'm never doing it again. Not never. Maybe if my husband loses his job, never say never, but I don't plan on doing it again anytime soon. Yeah, so Marianne, let us know if you go live or in my next live or somebody's live, if you beat it or not. Evelyn, I can't do more than 8 in a row. Okay, Evelyn, we'll give you a pass because you're pregnant and you have 3 little ones. Wow, I've only done 11. I have done, recently, I think I've done like 12. In the summer, I was doing 10, sometimes 12. That's what I do, probably more on a consistent basis. Now that we lost 2 hours, I do between 5 and 8. Yeah, all right. Well, I had a lot to talk about today. So glad that I didn't have to cut it short. I will be on the same time next week. 2 Tuesdays from now, Marianne is taking over from me. And Cindy's limit is 8. Okay. Have you ever taught more than 8, Cindy? All right. So that's it, you guys. I will see you at my live next week. I'll see you at everybody else's live. Danny goes live tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys. See you next time.